If you talk to me, baby, then talk to me nice. Be in the dogs, so slime tonight. Talking to hoes, I'm way too polite. I got a pussy with gas in my life. Trying to fuck by the end of the night. Alright guys, as you know, I'm a guy that loves football theory. So, you know, that's what I go through in all of my videos. Which is why you can watch videos that I made last year in Madden 23. And a lot of the concepts will still work. Because that's what football theory is all about. When you try to learn football theory and actual football strategy, okay, and not gimmicks, then no matter what, we can play 3 years from now and you can utilize the same strategies, okay? Now we're going to get into an extension to my series of last year. I had a series last year on how to attack cover 0. I had part 1, part 2, and part 3. Now this will be part 4, okay? And I'm going to go over something in this video that I could not go over in any other video, in any other Madden, I should say. And the reason why that is because the tactic I will show you in this video would not work in any previous Madden. Not because it doesn't work in football theory, but because Madden never had this particular route coded right against man-to-man coverage. Well, to my surprise, this is what I do when I play a new Madden. I check out how the different routes interact with different things. I was in total shock when I found that this route finally works correctly against man-to-man coverage specifically. And that route is the post pattern, as we see here. Okay, you see play cover 0, and my goal in that play was to throw the post pattern. So we rewind, and right here, you know, I'm pre-snap reading, and as we see with that audible he just made, I know that this is cover 0. Okay, so again, pre-snap reading is the core element to everything that I do, but it's very important to understand pre-snap reading if you want to attack cover 0. Okay, the second thing is, will we have enough time to throw the post pattern? And that's the biggest issue when trying to throw the post against cover 0. And the reason why that is because the defense has the ability to bring more rushers at the quarterback than what you can block. Now, I'm not going to go over pass protection in this video. I think that will be for later videos. The main thing is the post pattern, okay? So I see my best receiver is attacking the middle of the field with this post pattern. However, I really don't like the matchup. Why not have a post pattern ran by my second best receiver against their second best corner? Okay, I believe that would be a bigger advantage for my team. So I decide to flip the play, and then I'm going to block my back, and the protection will be set up to where we can block that 6th rusher. As we see here, and you see how I move them over. Again, I'll go over pass protection in another video. And see how we pick up everybody. I move a little bit in the pocket, feeling where the pressure is coming from, and I throw a sweet post pattern for a wide open touchdown. As we see here, again, the post pattern is coded correctly in today's Madden, okay, which is a beautiful thing because now we have another weapon to attack cover 0, a weapon that teams will use in the league. So here's another play. I believe this is the same game. And pre-snap read, when he checks into this, okay, now I know it's cover 0, okay. This is the double A gap mug front. They're bringing 6, and with our current passing play, we are blocking 5, so there's no way we will have enough time to block this up to throw the post pattern. So I'm going to check into a protection to pick up everyone on the line, and there's a reason why I block the tight end and not the back. Okay, very important against this particular front. That's why it's just so many videos that has to be made on pass protection alone. Okay. But real quickly, when you have the tight end block against this particular front, our 5 will pick up the 5 most dangerous, and then the tight end will pick up the defensive end. And the player playing a man-to-man coverage against the tight end, because the tight end blocks, he will then play deep half, and that means he will not get in the way of our post pattern, who's one-on-one on the backside here against cover 0. So here's another example. This is the double A-gap mug front. He brings the safety down. I block the tight end. And what do you know? That deep post pattern is just a money throw now.
So I believe the first one I showed an even front cover 0. This is still an even front, but I put it in its own special category, double A gap mug, okay? So that's 2 fronts of cover 0, different types of blocking schemes. But the reason why I block the tight end, again, is because when I block the tight end, then he will take the defensive end and the offensive line will take care of these guys. But the most important thing is this player coming down the safety is man-to-man with the tight end, and when he sees the tight end stay into block, if it's not the user, he will play deep half over my receiver to the right. He's not going to play the deep middle, okay, and that's the way I want it. I just so happen to get the best of both worlds where the user was playing that player, so he doesn't even play over the top of my deep out, but either or, it wouldn't have mattered. The deep post is wide open, and notice how comfortable we look in the pocket despite it being cover 0, right? This is how you can be when you understand the pass protection and you know who's got to pick up who based upon who you block and who you set as the mic. You can look downfield and you can just throw strikes. Okay, previous Maddens you could not throw the post. It just would not work right. Man-to-man coverage would shut it down. And things like that would create compound problems because it would make things like cover 0 too strong in a lot of different instances. Now this was a different front. You see how we're going over all of these different fronts here. This is what I call a bear front. Okay, and again, you can rewind and see who I blocked, but look at how comfortable I am in the pocket against a cover 0 type play. He actually did not bring the 6 rusher. He took the user to bail out of there, but it wouldn't have mattered if he would have came or not. We were prepared for if he came. And we throw that deep post pattern again. So this video is really showcased to you that the post pattern, I would say it's back, but I can't say that because it was never here. In previous Maddens, the post pattern just did not work correctly against cover 0 the way it should. Okay, but it's a route that attacks the deep middle of the field, and that is the weakness of cover 0. If you can get enough time, that deep middle of the field is open for attack, okay? So how do you stop a player from throwing a deep post despite playing cover 0? Well, I'll show you this right here. This is what I do. You green dog it. So I have a video on a green dog. If you don't know what it is, maybe I'll leave a link here. If you green dog, it is almost impossible to throw the post pattern. So here, I'm going to take the player that's man-to-man on the back, and I'm just going to replace him if he blocks. So I'll play this one more time. Now this was, I believe, a 4th down and 25. So I was going to rush that player no matter what, even if the back released out into a route. Well, at least that's what I did, because I didn't care if he threw it off to the back. You know, we're just going to rally and make a tackle, okay? But even if he did block, we would still have more rushers, okay? So if you play against a player who's throwing that deep post pattern against cover 0, and you don't know how to stop it, well, you can still play cover 0. You're just going to have to green dog. You're going to have to take the player that's manning up on the player that he's blocking, and you're going to have to replace him with the rush. So I hope you guys utilize this into your offensive schemes, and I hope you understand that throwing that deep post pattern is a big play potential that you can use against cover 0, and that's how teams will try to pick up big plays down the field. If they see cover 0, you figure out a way to block it up, okay? And if they don't green dog, that's when you can really get a big play down the field. See you at the next video.